Ah!
And that gets me every time. That gets me every time.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good
or good
morning.
afternoon.
Good afternoon
Oh, yeah.
for me, but good morning for you. Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, it's almost dinner time for you, right, Bilal?
It's 6 p.m. 1 hour before the ALGO fam chat, like always.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Well,
as
Coop
everybody
and I are having coffee.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Cheers.
Well, you're French, right?
Oh!
I look at this. Look, he's got and I have this like sad. Well done.
I need
You
to
need to
send you
up your
one.
coffee game. Coop.
I need one.
Yeah.
I know. I need one. I need a lot of different cups. My cups are pathetic. Look at this.
Right.
I'm not representing anything.
No.
You had a 49er cup last week, and yesterday was pretty good, wasn't it, Monty?
Yes, it was. We won it by the swing of one kicker's leg and a defensive play.
Block punt. And that was pretty fantastic. Yep. Okay. So that was very exciting for me and KryptoNurd yesterday. But today we have Bilal joining us. I'm sure everybody noticed. It's not just me and KryptoNurd. How you doing, Bilal?
I'm doing awesome. And you know what? Like, you are the best one to pronunciate my name. Thank you for that. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It must be my French blood. I have a little bit of French blood.
I think so.
Okay.
So what you're trying to say is I butcher it every other time, huh? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I feel Well, look, I'll take it because I'm actually notorious for mispronouncing names. So it's good. Good. So you're here today because there's a lot of exciting things happening with Fame, right?
Yeah, we've been working on the background, so yeah, I just wanted to join your show because I really liked it, like the coffee idea, etc. Like, it's so cool. I watch it before the ALGO fam chat every time, and I love it. I love your show. Like, it's really nice.
Yeah. Excellent. Well,
it's been a good
third one.
This is our third one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think so, right? Yeah, I think we should keep it going.
Maybe we should make this like an official podcast, like record it somewhere and upload it to whatever. Where all the new kids are putting podcasts these days, like a Spotify or something. I don't know. Yeah,
you know what? I've been thinking a lot about that too for the recoup. I think a podcast is coming over here, so I'm always willing to spread the wealth. But I think that's a fun way. One thing, I started by just kind of ranting at a camera, and this has really evolved into me like having conversations with people, and I'm realizing that I really like it. I like having the conversations. I like getting to know people, learning things. So it's fun for me. So maybe I'll take that and run with it a little bit.
So you started by ranting at a camera. I started basically. I got scammed a few times. I thought there wasn't enough information out there that was good. That's why I jumped in. Bilal, you've joined us. Why did you get into this space?
Yeah.
Which space? Your space or the Algorand?
Like Algorand space overall.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, like back at the beginning, I was just I took classes about blockchain and crypto, etc. Like actually the Gary Gensler classes at MIT, and other classes about finance, and I was just scanning all the blockchain project, and I found out that the MIT released one. So I was there at the very beginning, just after launch actually. And I was lucky to not buy before,
that was kind of a messed up situation. Yeah.
So I started very early. I was one of the first ambassadors for Algorand, and I never stopped since then. And full disclosure, I'm a community champion. So there is a new structure for the Algorand Foundation to help a project connect together. Mm-hmm. So I work for Europe, Africa, and Middle East. Under the management of Jack O'Connor, who is an amazing guy and a great mind. So we have a new dynamic on the Algorand Foundation, and I'm so happy to be part of it. So any project you need some help, like please DM me, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere.
Right, you're available for the community.
Yeah,
that's right. Exactly. So if it's in that region, and then if it's outside that region, you can easily direct somebody to.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And real quick, I just wanted to say, to add on to what you said, Monty, how cool is it? So you started doing your YouTube show because you got scammed a couple of times. Yep. And so here you are, now you have Citrus coming out, which is trying to help people not get scammed. So I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, how cool is that? I think that's super cool.
Yeah, we are doing our very best to help protect the community. We've got good folks like Bilal giving us some advice and bringing us and introducing and bringing the community together. And we got a roadmap. Should be out. I'm going to say maybe Monday or Tuesday. I was hoping it would be out yesterday on the website, but keep going to the website. Sign up. If you are in the waiting list right now, you'll have access to like some pre-sale information that gets sent out as well. Also, the NFTs, the Climate Trade KryptoNurd NFTs, there's a unit number attached to every NFT. The reverse auction will go on sale in about, I want to say 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can go check out it's going on today. Yes. The unit number associated with the NFT will put you in line for the pre-sale. So cool. the lower the unit number, the higher up you'll be in that list. So that's cool.
And congratulations for working with Climate Trade, because I think it's one of the most important projects on Algorand, like how to really have an impact on the environment. And congrats.
I'm a big advocate. I'm an environmentalist. It's one of the things that brought me to Algorand in the first place. That Climate Trade project, really, we started off pretty strong, and then a couple of partners had COVID. There was some derailed, then Decipher happened, and the next phase of that really kind of fell off, and we lost some of our roadmap there. And we're just trying to like regain some momentum and make sure that, hey, those NFTs still go 2/3 of whatever's bought on Rand Gallery still go to Climate Trade. And Climate Trade is really cool. They put their climate credits on chain, so you can verify what your contribution has gone to and what project. It's really cool.
How cool. That is really cool. That was one of the more exciting when that whole panel at Decipher, I really enjoyed that one for sure with Climate Trade and Planet Watch and all of that. I
think watchers and they're raising money and doing the right things. I like them a lot.
For sure.
And have you heard also the news about BlackRock investing in ESG project? Like, I think the ESG, environment, social impact, and governance, that is the biggest money coming now to, and blockchain is perfect for that, because you can reorganize the governance, and there is thousands of now companies that have to include that into their business model. And a lot of money that will come in the direction to Climate Trade and other things.
And it enables someone like me to be conscientious investors, right? I think that's important.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I read that letter of BlackRock. They put that out earlier in 2021. I think it's been a while, and you hear, and I think people are forgetting about it because there was all this hype in the stock market with ESG stocks, and that the bottom kind of fell out. But it's a longer term thing. There's a lot of pressure on institutions to make sure and incorporate this type of thing, which is whatever. It's money, and money talks. So. It starts, so it's good. It's a good thing for sure. And Algorand is the perfect blockchain. And I think, you see that with Planet Watch and Climate Trade and everything.
JT's in the house. Thanks for chiming in, JT.
Yeah, JT. I really like his show too. Like we have so many good channels now. Like,
absolutely.
Passive Income, GT, U2, like there's so many. And ALGO HQ, like wow.
ALGO HQ, I haven't seen. He's working on ALGOFi now, right? Did I see that?
Yeah.
Did I get that?
He just put out a couple of like a summary of their announcements. I think was his last thing. He's got Spaces after this. He'll probably chime in about that.
ALGO HQ has got very pretty eyes. I'll like turn on his videos and I'm like, geez, his eyes are so nice. Anyways, I feel like there's only a few people watching, so I'll just be myself. All right, so we got Chet. Chet's here drinking some coffee with us. What's up, Chet?
All right, good.
Hey, Chet.
All right.
Okay, so let's talk about fame.
Yeah.
So there is a I'm sorry. No, you have he has an agenda. I'm sorry.
We have an agenda, right? We got to
Fame. We started the most important thing about Fame is that I really tried. It's kind of a social experiment over the years, but can we do a real community token like that is owned by the community, that is completely governed by the community, and that's Fame. And maybe I can just try to summarize what is it, like the DAO I'm trying to do. And it's already started. Actually, today we have the first minister. We have the first Fame minister. This week was the election. So we have Adri, non-fungible AB. Follow her on Twitter. She's incredible. And I'm so happy to have her as the first FAME minister to fight cancer. So now we focus, and she has been working to fight cancer for years. And now the good thing is that she will lead the FAME community to fight cancer and she will like bring the ideas, and she will be part of the multi-sig governance to decide and to vote. And also she will be rewarded 10 FAME, like actually today I will send her. And then slowly the ministers and the president of FAME that will be elected will completely govern, but the community controls everything. Community can fire anyone. The community decides for each vote, like a referendum or a multi-choice vote, but never any decision goes without the community. So you just, as usual, you vote with your FAME. You can send 1 cent, you can send 1 FAME, whatever, and the total amount decides what decision is taken. So yeah, and I draw, like I was thinking about, like it's a kind of constitution, you know. I have a philosophy background, so I've been studying constitutions for years, but to try to make it very simple, very readable, very like you can understand it, and to make it systematic too, I try to do something like a constitution, but the community can change it. Right. So I would like to call it a kind of like self-improving constitution.
Okay.
Right.
So a quick question for you. So earlier you said, hey, you were going to send a 10 FAME to Adri, so that she got that. Is that a multi-sig wallet? When does that transfer ownership over?
For now, it's not centralized. Yeah. For now, it's not decentralized. It's still very centralized because I control all the keys. So for now, during 2022, until we have all the ministers elected, I will be controlling, and slowly they will get the control of the multi-sigs, and I will be completely out of the wallets, and they will control the wallets with their multi-sigs.
Okay, got it.
So it's a gradual, as the election goes on, the decentralization goes on. So we will elect the 24 ministers,
12
for charity, and 1 president. It won't be me. There will be an election at the end of the year, and the community will decide who they want. So anyone can run as a minister or as the president of FAME, and I will be out.
Okay, you hear that, Chet or JT or YSF members, that we're looking at you for the next president.
Maybe JT, yeah. He's
right. JT would be good. JT would be good.
Yeah. He looks good in a suit, yeah.
I know there's a question about DeFi. We'll get to the DeFi question, though, a little later on, though. I do have that on today's docket.
But I can show you the graph. Like I did a little mind map to explain quickly how the DAO is run and the governance.
Yes, and then tell us how do people vote and when does the voting take place?
Yeah, maybe I can share the screen if you want. I can share my screen.
Let's do it.
And then after that, can we talk about the app?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's do this.
Do you see my screen?
We do now. Okay.
Awesome.
I'm going to remove the chat just so people can see the screen a little larger. There we go.
How can I wait?
So we see your screen here.
Yeah. So basically, it's the DAO here, and the application is for the Algorand family, like the Algorand community. They can use it to decide and to vote and to come together. Let's say, like the Algorand DAO itself, like the votes. The problem with that is that big wallets and centralized exchange can have a wallet and like control what we're doing. So this can be like a bit more smaller just for the community, and unions can use it for free. Unions of farmers, artists, social workers, and developers.
Okay.
So what happened is that people have been asking for that. That's why I was working on that. It's the community should be able to come up with a proposal that is not decided by anybody else than the community. So I call them FAME community proposals. Anyone can come up with one. So there is a legislative mechanism around it. So the FAME community proposal creator have to set up a unique wallet to reach the precise cost, because it has to have a cost. Otherwise, we will have proposals coming out of nowhere and destroying the DAO.
Mm-hmm.
So the precise cost before sending
Right.
the FAM community proposal to the ALGO FAM wallet. And when the ALGO FAM wallet, the wallet of the asset itself, is received, the ministers get into place. So the FCP is written in the block note, simply written in the block note of the transactions. So it will be stored on the Algorand mainnet forever. So let's say a FAM community proposal arises. The two assemblies of art and charity ministers debate and vote separately if this should be submitted to the Congress, like to the whole, to the two assemblies, basically. If yes, there is a vote. If they agree, if they think that the proposal makes sense, there is a vote. The president, there is a president not to give him power, but just to avoid any kind of like 12-12 or 6-6. So he's the last one to vote.
Tiebreakers, okay.
If it's not needed, he doesn't vote. If, let's say, it's a large majority from the ministers, he cannot vote. He can only vote if there is like a risk of a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's like the vice president in Congress.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the community comes in. The vote is put to the community and they decide. And when the community decides, it forces the execution of it. And 50% of the cost is refunded if it was chosen by the community as relevant.
Okay. Logistically, where are these votes getting tallied now? How does the process work? Just on a
Yeah. So basically, every minister that is elected, I ask them their public key and I add them on the multi-sig wallet on my ALGO wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be 4 multi-sig wallets.
So how did you? And I don't know if this was what Monty was asking, but how did you actually do the vote? Like, what was the mechanism you used to conduct the vote to elect this first minister?
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I used exactly the same as I've done since launch, since March. You know, we've been doing challenges since March. So it's if you go to the website, the FAME website, algofam.org.
Mm-hmm.
It's here.
Oh.
We have a countdown, so now it's finished. So I put the name of each candidate.
Mm-hmm.
This is non-fungible.
Okay.
The second one and the third one. So I put the name, and anyone can send any amount of fame to here.
Mm-hmm.
So she received 1.03 fame.
Okay.
And the other one didn't receive as much, so she is basically elected.
Got it.
So it's very simple. You just scan. You send what you believe in. I believe in her. I send her 1 cent or 10 cents or 1 fame or 10 fame if I have, and that empowers her to be elected, and that will happen during the whole year.
Got it.
So it's the fame being resubmitted as the voting token, and then the
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, fame is a voting token since the beginning, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
just,
as somebody does something well in the community, they have earned themselves more voting leverage, essentially. So when you're rewarding somebody with fame, you're rewarding them some future leverage, some significant vote in the direction of the fame community, really.
exactly. Yeah, when you reward someone with fame, you literally give him the power to control a little bit more the DAO.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone that has many fame, he can literally gain one ministry or presidency.
Got it. So is there, I mean, there seems to, because it looks like 1.03, that's not a, I don't know how much fame costs, like, can you get fame on Tiny Man right now?
Oh yeah,
sure. That you could, yeah. So there's some risk of people just kind of buying their way in though, right?
Yes, there is a risk, but it's difficult because I made it illiquid by giving it only 2 decimals. So it's not easily tradable. So now the price, I think, is 25 algos per fame.
Right.
But it's risky to trade because it's illiquid. The price can move. Like I saw the price go to 140 algos and went back to 3 algos. it's not a tradable asset, and I made it
Got
in
it.
purpose, illiquid. So traders are not cannot
Incentivized.
really they're not incentivized to play with it too much.
Oh, that's good. That's smart. Cool.
So it's better to have it from the community by winning a challenge or by participating to the election than to really trade. You can trade,
Right.
but it's a risky trade because we don't provide liquidity. Zero
Got it.
liquidity on Tinyman. That makes it even harder to trade.
Yeah. So this is, you're on a mission here. This isn't a thing that you're trying to, get rich off of, or this isn't an opportunity this is an opportunity to come together and build something cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like this.
It's more as an Algorand ambassador that I created Fame anyways, and the name is Algo Fame and Algorand Fame. It's just for the community to come together with one model of governance that they can change.
I saw maybe about a month ago you had asked, hey, what do you guys think about taking this over to also another blockchain? And what did the community come?
Yeah.
I saw that suggestion.
No. So I'm not going anywhere because I have a partnership with Glitter Finance.
Yeah.
To bridge the Fame token, and the community decided no, so I gave up basically.
Wait, because you're an ambassador to Glitter Finance, right?
I'm an advisor for Glitter Finance.
An advisor, cool.
There's so many interconnection possibilities, right? Like in the whole community. You look at almost everybody that we interact with is also advising or an ambassador to, or
it's a family.
Yeah.
Everybody knows each other.
Yeah, especially Bilal, because you've been around since the beginning. So
yes, I've seen like every project grow, and I'm really impressed by the acceleration this year. 2021 was super fast, like the pace was insane.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting question. I mean, or an interesting thing for me to talk. So somebody that's been here since basically the beginning. So 2021 impressed you, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah. Like I think 2022 will be even bigger with big institutions coming and bigger projects coming.
Right.
But 2021 was really fast. I that's the year when I couldn't track the projects anymore. 2019, I was basically the only one with ALGO, Bank of Algorand, and a few others.
Yeah. Or is it just a few OGs?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about growth. Talk to us about the app. The app's coming for you.
Well, so maybe I would need more like another time, but just remember that you put this Fame community proposal, and you can fire the ministers if you don't like them. And that's the kind of fun part. I cannot go through everything. We have the election, 3 years now. So the first minister, 3 years. The governance, that's a big model. I would need more time to explain. And the tokenomics, obviously. The ministers will control the remaining 2,200, and the distribution is here. And I will make a longer video to explain all the model because it's a bit.
There's a lot going on there. Will Fame ever have a secondary token? You know how YLDY had some, they're like, okay, we'll have this token, that token.
It was so sad.
Is there going to be an iFame, Fame ESP? What's going on?
No. Fame is only for the community, and but what I'm doing is everything we built on the side. Like now we are building, we built the Fame app. So it's basically one app where you can find everything. The idea came up from when Nigeria banned Twitter, and I had a strong connection already with Nigerian Algorand ambassadors. Those are the team of Fame. We are Algorand ambassadors and Algorand developer ambassadors. They couldn't connect to Twitter, and I thought, let's do our own social app. So that's what we did. Now it's ready. We've been working hard on the background, and now I'm totally dedicated to Fame. So we have our social app. We are now taking beta testers. You can just go to the website, put your Twitter handle and Telegram handle to be a beta tester. And then we are adding, you have automatically an Algorand wallet with it. And we are including the marketplace for farmers so they can sell their products at the local level.
Oh,
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah. So farmers to make money out of the app itself and the DEX, because we are integrating a DEX within the app. So basically, you won't have to move from one app to another. You won't have to move from Twitter to TinyMan to ALGOFi, etc. You have everything in one app,
Right.
and the DeFi activity brings a better APR to the farmers. So their savings grow automatically. It's like we are all helping farmers, the poorest workers in the world, to grow their savings, to have a better input for their farms, and so they can sell a better product to the marketplace, earn a better income, have better savings, stake at the same time securely with stable coins. And this circle is I think is a virtuous circle to help the poorest workers in the world, which are farmers. They just need a mobile phone.
So the app is ready to go live, or it's live already?
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Oh,
nice. A few people have it, yeah, and Kingsley has it, and he's there. He's posting there.
Okay.
I can show you a little bit,
yeah, show us.
I don't know if you see the Fame app next to the.
Yep, I see it right there. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the intro page.
Okay.
How cool!
It's like an NFT version of Kingsley planting something there.
Yeah, look, here it is.
Yeah.
Quality is not so like the video.
Oh, there you go. Transact easily in Algo and Fame. I like it.
And then I connect. Oh, yeah, let me show you a little bit. Just, I don't know if we have much time, but
no,
we got half an hour or so. The Algo wallet. Who do you have actually integrated with the app?
Yeah, you have the Algorand wallet automatically. You sign up with your phone or with an email, or directly with your wallet if you want.
Okay.
And if you already have a wallet, but we want to target the non-crypto people. So
so it just automatically creates an official Algorand wallet.
Exactly. One button.
Wow.
You set up your wallet with one button. And here you go, you have your Algorand wallet, and you can receive payments, send payments. And we are working to make it even easier.
Wow. What are you doing about the mnemonic phrases, and do they own the keys to this wallet?
Yeah, we will give them the choice.
Okay.
You can either control the wallet yourself, or if you don't want to bother with that, you will just leave it like this. Sorry, I have
There's a very nice comment over here about you, Bilal, from
Merlin.
Oh,
Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin.
Yeah, he's
Merlin
awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we talked a while ago, Bilal, and I think Merlin's onto something. I mean, I know you just recently went to Nigeria, and clearly you're showing us the app, and you're building this DAO infrastructure. So this isn't just words. I agree with Merlin.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a question here.
Yeah, we don't have
much time. Is Fame a new thing, or is it the Algo Fam token?
No, it is.
Right. It's
just
the Algo Fam token. It's just evolved.
Yeah, we've been working on the background because we are not a commercial thing.
Yeah.
It's not like Fame has never been commercial. We don't sell any. I've never sold any token. Like I don't have like a tokenomics like with. It was just a community. The community got 78% of the token from the very beginning. So because we have nothing to sell, we don't have to do any marketing. So we don't care. I never cared about marketing.
Yeah.
It's just I want the real people from the inside of the Algorand community. So
you want farmers to be able to have more control over their product and enjoy more of the gains and kind of more of the middlemen who are kind of depreciating the economies there and making it difficult for farmers. And you've bandied around a few terms here: marketplace and DEX, and those are kind of buzzy, but they're really important when you think about like the fundamental use of them. Can you talk a little bit about what is the actual marketplace, because it means different things for different people, and then you're talking about the DEX. How does this come into play? When does this come into play? And how's this going to help farmers?
Yeah, basically the marketplace, I'm so happy that it's functioning. So what happened is that when you post on the app, it's basically, it looks a little bit like Instagram or anything, like a very like more simple, easy. We need to make it easy, and you choose the price and the quantity, and the payment solution like ALGO, USDC, or Fame. So you have the post, and if I am interested, I will comment or immediately text you. So when I text you, we can negotiate the price and the delivery and the cost of delivery, and then you send the payment, and that's it. But the thing is that we are building the wallets of the farmers to be able to stake in a very simple manner. And from the other side, we have the DEX that is bringing activity and liquidity to bring like a good APR to the farmers, like basically just a free passive income, easy and free passive income for farmers. That's the.
Is it going to be its own DEX? Or are you integrating with with Tiny Man or a DEX that's coming up, or is this its own thing?
Open source from Reach, maybe, or
yeah, it's a good question. I was like, I'm following Humble Swap for a long time. I'm waiting for the open source, etc. But we can either we will need. I think it's smarter to wait until Humble Swap really release the code, because that will be obviously a really nice model to compare, because there is no open source DEX right now. Like TinyMan is not open source, etc. So that's the first option. But we are already building our own anyways, and we are on testnet. And so this is you can have like a screen of the stream a little bit. I don't know if the video shows well. It's basically a social app. I put wait.
How many people have this app right now? Who?
Just a few insiders like Kingsley, some farmers we've been working with. I don't know if the screen.
I see Kingsley there, kind of.
Yeah, this is Kingsley, and we have the team, obviously. So we are still working, like a few bugs to fix.
Yeah.
But now, you post and you have the live stream option. So basically, we could do this show on our Fame app, because we have a live stream. I can start a stream. You can join a stream. So the farmers and the people in the community can just, like we are doing right now, but we can have it in the app. So if I start the stream, let's say I call a stream like Fame.
This is on Android only right now?
Yeah, this is only on Android. And here is the stream out. You see, like it started. So this is within the app. You can send like the likes, etc. You can comment. And I love it.
So you guys got it going. Yeah,
like the work has been done in the background. It's insane. Like my team. Let me just. I will just show my team a little bit, because they are incredible.
Okay. You want to do a screen share? Yeah.
Yeah. So the team is here. We have Stefan, who is the CTO. He's an Algorand ambassador, developer for years. He comes from the Ethereum background. Pradi, he is in charge of the marketing that we will launch, maybe to grow the community of farmers. Emmanuel, he's a full stack engineer. He's incredible and young and smart. Seth the same. And P. Charles here, Emmanuel, he's the one behind most of the function of the social app and the marketplace.
Excellent.
And Seth is particularly good for the Algorand blockchain to integrate everything.
Okay.
So I'm so excited about.
You've got the team here. The app is up and running. Do you have some kind of a timeline for marketplace and further activities there?
Oh yeah, the website has the beta registration. You can register on the website right now. But we already have we just needed 100 people. We already have more. But
I put your link tree in here. This is in your link tree too. Okay.
So join beta, so anyone can join the beta. We already exceeded the 100, but it doesn't matter. I will send it to more people, and and we will launch on Google Play probably next month, even February. Yeah, February, I think.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And,
That's amazing.
And in the long term, we want to include the vote in it and having everything in one place without depending on like Twitter or anything else. And on the website, you can see the complete roadmap. But yeah, I don't want to take too much of your show. Like,
that's okay.
No,
that's okay.
This is good. Yeah.
So
we're here.
You've taken some heat in the past about liquidity or illiquidity or fame value, and people's like fame's been around for a long time, and there's still some folks who don't get it, that the idea of fame was not for holders to hold it and get rich.
Yeah, it's to vote.
Yeah, and you purposely don't provide liquidity on like a Tiny Man or anything like that. There is some community posted liquidity pools there, right? I think there are.
Oh yeah, now. I've checked it, and there were pools. I don't know, and even some members told me on Telegram, like, yeah, I provided 500 algos liquidity for fame. I said, oh, cool. And how many fees do you get? I don't know, but people, because also like it's a bit risky to provide liquidity, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But you can earn a lot of fees on algo fame because the movement of the price. Mm-hmm, there's not much movement, but they are big, and but it's
we talked about it when you came on my show. When Tiny Man launched, there was some wild swings, but I think the more and what KryptoNurd is talking about is that your intention isn't for that. You don't provide liquidity on purpose. And this is and we talked about it a little earlier in the show too, but this is
I made only 2 decimals in purpose. I made it illiquid in purpose from the beginning, contrary to Akita, etc. You have thousands of zeros, like so you can just but there is only 2 decimals, so it's basically I send 10 fame to 700 people, the pioneer of the algorithm ecosystem. So it's basically 1,000 voting tokens,
Right.
So you can vote 1,000 times. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to sell it? Good. Some people sold it. Now they are out. They cannot vote. They cannot.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But they can, even without fame, you can still become a minister. You can become the president without having any fame because you can run as a candidate.
Right. But then if you become the president, you get fame, correct? I mean, that's
monthly.
Okay, so you earn some voting rights then.
Yeah, all right, and ambassadors too. Yeah,
I think it's very cool what you've done with fame over the last a year and a half or something along those lines. You were one of the very first ASAs that I was actually aware of. So to see the evolution of it.
I remember your first video.
Yeah,
it was very smart because you got the vision immediately from your first video when you released it. I remember that. Yeah,
very cool stuff. All right. We got a few other things we should touch on. Nothing like extraordinary. We're going to hop on some Twitter spaces after this, but there's a few things. Let's talk about ALGO glyph. And Bilal, if you want to jump in here and chime in at all, feel free. But I think Coop's got this, the Coop scoop.
Oh, yeah. The scoop on ALGO glyph. Well, I mean, it was yesterday, I believe, that headline announced that ALGO Gems is integrated ALGO glyph, which is a cool thing. So now if you mint your NFT on ALGO Gems, you can include a physical signature on the blockchain. So in my head, I haven't talked to Aaron or any of them really about this, but in my head, I think the potential for like sports memorabilia or exclusive rarity traits and stuff like that, I think that it could be something pretty neat. So
I think that so not only is it immutable on the blockchain, but it just adds that extra layer, I think, as well. So you can check for that.
Have you tried the voting thing? They released the voting system recently. Have you checked
earlier this week. They got hit with a little bit of what's going on in the world, but they released their DAO Tools site. So they're those guys are clearly, and everybody knows that they're sponsoring the Recoup and all that. So, but those guys, in my opinion, are moving, fast, and they like to just, everybody notices they have something new every week. It's like,
like their ability to just churn out new projects is astounding. They were flying under the radar for quite a while. In fact, I remember looking at the project thinking like, who are these guys? The website hadn't changed in a long time. It looks kind of, it almost looks scammy, like the old news clips, the way they wanted to do it. And there wasn't a whole lot of like visibility yet until there was. It was like they just laid low until they peeled back the curtain, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Shazam.
because I remember that one of the first airdrops, and I was like, oh, who are they? And then you would go and you would see the news articles, and you're like, okay, well, they're clearly building this out, and then you see it kind of expanding, and there's just more and more tools, and obviously, they're a major player in the ecosystem now, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I think it would be remiss if we didn't talk about Tiny Man at least a little bit. Any detrimental long-term effects of the Tiny Man, attacks that they had? They're up and running now. Liquidity seems like it's flowed back in. Was this necessary? Is this almost like a thing that didn't kill us, made us stronger?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think I think that definitely didn't kill us, and it did make us stronger. It feels like it almost just didn't happen. I guess if you lost a ton of money by this hack, you probably still feel like it happened. But for somebody that didn't, now we're back, and also, I look forward to a day. I love Tiny Man. I love using Tiny Man. I used it the other day, and but I do look forward to a future where there's several options, and I'm Humble Swap we mentioned earlier, and there's a lot of things coming. So I think it's going to be exciting as our DeFi space just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Okay, DeFi is on Tiny Man, really one of the main places where it's trading, and it's skyrocketed. Somebody put in earlier in the chat that it's up 1,500%, and I'm thinking man, I should have got in on that. But I didn't. A very, very small amount that I actually bought on Tiny Man.
Right.
So I bought it, after the fact. I didn't get in quick enough on the pre-sale, which sold out in like 10 minutes, or somebody said 2 minutes even, or something crazy like that. Like I missed the boat on that. But
I tried.
Are pre-sales the way to go? Are they impacted by Tiny Man? Is Tiny Man good for those newer tokens like that?
Well, I mean, the pre-sale was what, about a time, I don't even know time anymore, but that was at least a few weeks ago. And like you said, I tried to, I just wasn't, I knew about it, but then it happened early or something my time, and I missed it because it was so fast. Yeah. But I think the question is like that they put in the comments is that this 1,500% increase, is it sustainable, or are we looking at this, it correcting a bit? And I think the answer is yes. So proceed cautiously.
Yeah. But it's a big team behind it. There are service people there. So I think the project is very solid, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. What is it? It's like a Carnegie Fellow or something like that. I mean, this isn't, by no means is DeFi not a serious project with a serious product. That's not what I'm saying, but
I don't think we're questioning that. We're just questioning, hey, the human behavior, the FOMO that existed, right? The speculation that hopped in, was that facilitated by Tiny Man? And is that good or bad? Right. I don't know. So DeFi could have done a few things to kind of control that. They could have provided their own liquidity. And when you provide liquidity yourself, you can kind of stabilize that value. Because if you put in on the pool, you put in an equal amount of, ALGO and DeFi. If they had done that themselves, if they put in, I don't know, $50,000 worth of ALGO and $50,000 of what they thought DeFi the equivalent was, they're controlling the price until that $50,000 is gone.
I think they had to do it because at the beginning, no one else than themselves had any DeFi token. So they had to provide liquidity, but the community jumped on it, and so they had to provide more. But even that, the price.
I thought the community was providing via the pre-sale. So a bunch of these pre-sale people bought, scooped it up, and then put it on Tiny Man and jacked the price up.
Oh,
you would lose money because if you bought it, I don't want to talk too much about the DeFi stuff because I'm not like an expert, but it wouldn't be smart if you had them at a very low price to give it up at the launch price.
Yeah.
Well, I think, and just from a instinct momentum point of view, if you see what is going on in the markets, if something is up 1,500% right now, it's not the time to buy. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
It depends. It can go 20,000%. You don't know.
Yeah, you never know. I guess I could be wrong, but from my perspective, this week is going to be choppy to say the least. And at some point, the euphoria people will take profits because of the losses elsewhere. Yeah.
All right.
That's my opinion.
Let's move on.
Financial advice. Yeah.
Let's talk about NFTs and any other random news you guys want to bring up for the week. Anything new in the NFT world that is exciting you this week?
Oh man, I have gotten personally just kind of grabbed by the back of my head and just drawn into this world. It is so dangerous for me. Thank God I put all my money into governance and I don't have a lot of
no NFT liquidity available.
Yeah, my liquidity is low, so I have to win a shuffle. But geez, I am like fully 8 years old again, trying to get the Michael Jordan rookie card or whatever it is. I am back.
Yes.
It's funny. I love it. Yeah.
All right, Bilal, do you watch NFTs much? Do you collect any?
No. To be honest, I never touched NFTs unless they partner with Fame and they want to promote charity. The thing I'm waiting for I think it's promising. Not 2D but 3D NFTs. I think this side of things is interesting because when you will have artists creating 3D things that you can sell in games and metaverse, they call it metaverse, but just producers of goods, of 3D goods, that I'm interested in and that I would invest in, but not 2D, not pictures, not drawings. No.
Yeah, that's not you're not interested in that, but what you're saying is if you're going to invest in something like this, you want there to be a sense of utility that you might be able to put into a virtual world. Like we have Metapunks. That's had a bumpy rollout, but that is the idea.
I like them, yeah. There are many others coming. You will hear soon from other projects like real 3D projects, and that I'm excited about, but not 2D.
Oh, yeah.
I think 2D is dead.
The amount of talent that's out there is still phenomenal, and I still like some of the old 2D projects. I think that some of the nostalgia for the YLDYs, the Mingo Project, even the Linglings, they've got some motion in there. I think some of those will still go strong. The ALGO bots, ALGO House has some. I think those will continue on, sort of as the ALGO One is obviously the kind of the blue chip NFT that of the Algorand marketplace. I think those things will go on, but I think you're right. They will evolve. I know Chris talks a lot about the smart NFTs coming up.
Yeah, they will. Right. They are evolving, and everything will go 3D and. We will literally have like video games when you can buy your products like a real life, and very soon.
Oh yeah, the metaverse. It's here. What was it? Friday night you mentioned ALGO House. I was in a game trying to find the apes. I was completely hopeless at it. I found one, but whatever. But I didn't execute properly. But it was a lot of fun, man. Like, it's just, I love the innovation in it. I actually have a interview with Kelly Callahan that I'm going to put out after this. And
nice.
He put together a really cool thing. ALGO House did, the whole team did this really awesome piece that she shows in the interview. And, ALGO House does some great work.
Yeah, that's the future.
Sure. Yeah,
I think so. Gotcha. I'm keen on music NFTs. I think that there's a lot of ground to be made there, not just from the Opulus or from Dequency. I think they could probably tie in, but Opulus did the SNFTs. But I think that just small-time musicians releasing NFTs has a lot of potential to take down somebody like a Spotify or something like that, where they really gain some ownership there. Maybe you can lease or put it on playlists.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you know the project Algorithms?
Yes.
Look into it. Yeah.
So those folks
like
are involved. I've just been keen on that, and I still think there's a lot of growth to be had there.
The problem is the big players, like the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they are all coming with their NFTs. And I'm afraid Spotify will come with an NFT solution.
Yeah. And I will say, just so it does go say, I personally don't think 2D is dead or anything like that. I think that I personally love what is happening in NFTs and artists, being able to be given a platform. So I appreciate all the artists out there that are creating all different types of NFTs. I think it is exciting, the 3D world that's coming, but I like to support art, and most of these projects have cool charities that they donate to and all that. So yeah, that's my
speaking of which, go check out the Climate Trade KryptoNurd 2D NFTs that are available.
There's a
grand gallery reverse auction.
No, maybe
today.
I think the Fame one is actually going up for auction today, Bilal.
No, they're not.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
All right. We got to wind it down. We got a few minutes before Bilal and I got to go to our Twitter space. Coop, you didn't join us last week. You should definitely join us this week.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Well, I guess the Rams game isn't until 12. I'm rooting for the Rams so the Niners get another home game in Los Angeles. But anyway.
I would love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be rooting for the Rams too.
Okay, good.
New Year's resolutions. So, Bilal, how's your New Year's resolution coming up? This is a random question. We just non-crypto related. It's the 23rd of the month. 23 days in. How are you doing?
I think it's just building, like having a strong team to build, and that's my resolution. Yeah.
Okay.
To build a real life product. Yeah, a product that really changed lives. Like that's my resolution.
Well, I think there are a ton of farmers who are going to be cheersing you at the end of the 2022 year and saying thank you.
Yep.
Excellent.
How about you, Monty? Are you sticking to it? Have you fallen off? Have you adjusted? What's going on over there?
Nope, I'm still good. So part of my New Year's resolution is to help other companies get up and running, whether or not it's a launch pad or just getting their PR stuff out there. I want to help at least 5 other companies get up and running and get funded and become something real. So I'm definitely on track with that. As you can imagine, there's a ton of folks who reach out to us, and there's a bunch of ideas that we get peppered with day in and day out. So definitely staying on track with that. Other than that, I'm going to learn Spanish this year. That's I deal with a lot of international folks, so I'm going to learn Spanish this year. So I've downloaded the app. That's as far as I've gotten. So I've got the Babbel app. And next
Babbel's
week
supposed to be good.
Next week, maybe we'll do part of the show in Spanish. We'll see.
Vamos hablar español.
I will be interested because that is ripe. That is ripe for a New Year's resolution that fails. So I hope we continue to do this weekly. I'll try to hold you accountable on your learning Spanish because our old brains. It's difficult for our old brains.
No doubt.
Yeah,
it makes the brain younger. It makes the brain younger to learn new things. So
yeah. I spent the amount of time that I spent in Italy and the how little Italian I speak, it's actually impressive in itself.
Very good. All right, gentlemen. Cheers. Another coffee hour done. Bilal, we did it. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna do this again next week. I hope you join us again at some point in the near future.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. I'm watching you every week, anyways.
Okay, yeah, you might as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you next week, KryptoNurd.
Yeah.
It was fun doing it.
Take care, my friends.
All right.
See you on the ALGO.